Hey folks, my name's Rob, and I spent the last 15 years working in the British film industry, making movies of all kinds. And my best friend Sam, and he spent the last 15 years being educated beyond all mortal means. He's got a doctorate, he's got a master's, he's the smartest man I know. And each week, we'd come together and we'd talk about movies. We talk about the colours in them, we talk about the characters in them, we talk about the themes and the ideas they present. If you like movies like we like movies, we're here each week on Kaiju FM talking about movies. Find us wherever you get podcasts.
Welcome one and all to Merely Role Players, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt, I'm your host, and this episode we're going to learn a bit more about another crew member of the Viola, Dave.
Hello.
Are you going to be Dave or David for this
Well, I've written David on my character sheet. I don't know why. I think I've usually been Dave, so let's stick with Dave for continuity's sake.
David is. Are you expecting to be wearing a lot of brown in this?
Well, I'm assuming the whole island is brown. In our lovely brown boat.
Oh, gosh.
Brown sea.
Oh, no. Sewage.
Do you have a preference for where we start filling in your sheet?
No, we can start wherever you would like to start.
All right, well, let's start with stats in that case, the traditional place to start.
Good, and the bit that I don't have to do, so
yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, you can take a back seat for a moment, and you can just make indignant noises as everybody else chooses what your stats are going to be. You get a +1, a -1, and a 0 in Instinct, Intellect, Resolve. How are we going to combine those things?
Looking at you, Vikki.
Well, now, I think Instinct or Resolve could be a +1 for Dave.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was.
So I think it depends where we want to go.
My only thought would be that Resolve has show leadership.
Yeah, I know, that is really what's holding me back, if I'm honest with you. In terms of, persistence, especially in, a physical activity, I feel like Dave would score a +1 for that. But for some of the other things it means, I'm less inclined to. I think +1 for Instinct just makes sense. But then I might say 0 for Intellect, -1 for Resolve. If it's more about, leadership and confronting mysteries rather than, climbing a really big hill, for example. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think +1 for Instinct.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're not discussing Intellect at the moment.
As a +1? No, honey. You are very smart, but you are not analytical.
I'll just put a -1 in that box already.
No, it could be a 1. It could be a 0. Okay, +1 for Instinct, 0 for Resolve, -1 for Intellect.
So exactly the same as me.
That's the same as Alex.
Uh-oh.
Does anyone have Resolve? Yeah. Oh, no. No one can endure anything.
No, we just give up at the first sign.
We just faint.
How do you feel about that distribution, Dave?
I mean, it looks fine to me, unless we need somebody with some resolve. But no, I'm happy with that it looks like me.
You see yourself in those numbers?
I do. I didn't like the phrase persistence with a physical activity.
What do you mean?
Just, I don't know, it just...
You literally, you run 10Ks on a regular basis.
That's true, I suppose, yeah.
That's what I was referring... And also climb big hills. When I'm going, oh my god, can we please not climb another hill? And you're like, oh, it's fine, let's just climb another hill.
Yeah, that's true. No, I'm happy with that. That works. So 1 Instinct, -1 Intellect, 0 Resolve.
All right, you and Alex are going to be bros.
Yeah.
Gonna be broing down.
Instinct bros.
So what is your role? Either back on shore or in the expedition or both?
Because I don't think, if I remember the story correctly, I would have anything to do with a cruise ship. That is not my area. So I think I would have been the friend that gets roped in because he knows stuff about going outside. So I think,
outdoorsy.
Yeah, they're like, right, we're a bunch of theatre people. We need someone who knows something about going outside. Let's get Dave involved. So I think that's where I've come from.
So you're potentially like the kind of navigator, guide kind of person.
Yeah. Although I'm probably not going to be great at that, but that's probably where I would see myself being there.
I think you're comfortable. You can build fires really, really successfully. You're comfortable in the outdoors.
Yeah. I can read a map.
You read a map, you camp. I sure as heck do not camp. So, you've got a lot going for you, I think, compared to the rest of us.
Whoa. I was in the
Excepting
Scouts.
Ellen.
I was in the Scouts and the Army Cadets, so I think I bring some things to the table.
You are definitely bringing more things to the table than I do, so...
And you can smell the rain, so...
Yeah, and I can smell Isn't that a song?
That's a Prince song.
No. That's Kiss the Rain, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't do that.
There's also Dry the Rain, beta band.
Oh, yeah. I mean, difficult.
Yeah.
You can't try
Might get some
that.
science for that.
I know.
Who knows?
So, Dave, are you also thinking of this trip as a jolly?
Oh yeah, this is a good day out for me. Looking forward to it.
We are
Little
going
trip
to be a nightmare. I'm so sorry.
Lovely desert island. Might not even be a desert. It's going to be great. I haven't seen the map yet, so I don't know what it looks like.
Okay, brilliant. So bearing all that in mind, what are you taking for your special move or skill and your situation when you're in your element?
So I think looking at the special skill, we were talking about kind of map reading just then. I think that's kind of a good place to start. So sort of, I don't know, about exploring or being able to survey before getting somewhere without having to actually physically go everywhere, and maybe without having to climb up really high as well, because that would be a pain.
Yeah, so this is going to be a thing that you're going to roll intellect for.
Yep.
Which means that, like, where everybody else, in order to go and uncover new terrain and find extra resources, they have to go and like blunder into it themselves. You can go, these trees mean that there's probably this beyond them, and what we saw from the shore means that there's probably this on this bit of the island. So you can roll to try and fill in bits of the island without actually going there.
Yeah.
And get an idea of what might be there.
Yeah, and I think it makes sense that I would be able to do that, but not necessarily very well.
Nice.
You've got
gonna be
like you know the theory of how to do it, but you've never really had to put it in practice in a situation where the stakes are high.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and I quite like doing it. I've got, a passing interest in that, but not enough to be like, this is life or death, off you go.
Yeah. We need water or we're going to die. I can tell you where it is.
Yeah.
Is a bit higher stakes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And when are you in your element?
And to complement that, when I'm in my element is when things are on fire or I'm making a fire, which goes very well with map making, I think.
Yeah. So when you are near a fire,
or building a fire.
yeah, or the inverse, defending yourself or your colleagues from fire.
Yep.
You have +1 in all
when
those
fire is
situations.
involved.
Yeah, so if anyone says the word fire, that might help as well.
Are you an arsonist?
Yeah.
That sounds like a very mean word.
Pyromaniac, I think, is the technical term for what Dave is.
Oh, right, okay.
So I think that makes sense. Map reading fireman. Not a fireman.
No, we say firefighter now, Dave, so it's okay. You could be a fireman.
I could be a fireman.
Yeah, firebug, I've heard.
Okay, might be me. That sounds good.
Just annoying the fire.
Great, okay. Are you ready, now that we've talked about fire, are you ready to be cast into the watery depths?
Oh, well, that doesn't sound good for fire, so no. Yeah, it's going to be great.
You've been listening to Merely Role Players. In this season, Vikki, Dave, Ellen, Alex, Nat, Strat, Starkey and Josh all play themselves, sort of, in a game designed and run by Matt. Like most of our games, this one's powered by the apocalypse. You can find more games in this genre at apocalypse-world.com/pbta. If you enjoy the programme, let us know with a review or rating on Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, Listen Notes, or wherever you do your listening. You can also find us on Twitter at Merely Roleplay and at facebook.com/Merely Roleplayers. Merely Roleplayers is an independent production in association with Blackshaw Theatre Company. Join us for more drama next episode.